So I'm moving. I'm not gonna drag this intro out and make you guys guess what this video is. I'm moving. I was like very chill before I just turned the camera on, and then all of a sudden my stomach started feeling really freaking sick and weird, like right when I pressed record. Also, there's a little bit of like construction going on outside. You can kind of hear it in the background. I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have probably seen this coming. I've been getting questions about this for months and months and months if I am going to move. So if you guys are new here, or if you guys don't know, but you probably do, but I have been living in Arizona for a year. After I graduated from ASU, I love Arizona. I've lived here for 5 years now, which is crazy to say. Like, I never thought I would move to a state that I didn't know anyone in and like feel like it was home, but that is how I feel here. Like, I love it here so much. But just a little insight, or I guess a little backstory on how I decided to move and why I'm moving and all that kind of stuff. So I graduated from ASU and my entire family lives in Texas. That is where I am originally from. I love Texas. I go home all the time to see my family. You guys know I'm very family oriented, and my boyfriend lives in Portland, Oregon. My boyfriend works at Adidas and the headquarters is in Portland. So when he got that job, he moved to Portland. So he's not from there, it's just there for work. So that is where basically like the people in my life are. Obviously my friends here in Arizona, I met when I moved here. So really my entire family lives in Texas, and my boyfriend, who is like my best friend, lives in Portland. So when I graduated ASU, I think a lot of people expected me to pack up my stuff and like leave Arizona. I know most people, when they graduate, if they go to an out-of-state college, they, you know, move back to wherever they came from and get a job there, or whatever the case is. For me, I'm a really independent person, and I thought that it was important for me to have a year to my own, to like live in my own space and just like be happy by myself in a state where I'm not going to school. So basically I just wanted to see how it was living here in Arizona when I wasn't going to school every day, because my life here without school is a very different dynamic. When I was in college, I was always doing stuff and always seeing people, and I was really busy and stuff. But then after I graduated, I was like, oh, it's gonna be really different. I'll be able to do different things, and I'll be able to travel and visit family and see how I like it here. And then COVID happened, and when I graduated from Zoom University. So I graduated college on Zoom, and I ended up being basically stuck here in Arizona. And I say stuck because I was very excited to be living here and being on my own. I moved into this new 2-bedroom apartment. I love this apartment so much. This will probably always be my favorite apartment I've ever lived in. I love this apartment. But, you know, I moved in here and it just was very difficult being here all by myself. Obviously in 2020, everyone was going through a bunch of different things, like mentally and emotionally. Being away from family, being away from my boyfriend, and not seeing friends while living here, literally feeling confined, really sucked. I was able to have periods of times where I would stay with Brandon, or Brandon would come visit me, or whatever the case was. But overall, it was really difficult being here by myself. And I got into like a really bad headspace probably July 2020, honestly, until the end of 2020. So from July until December, I just was very emotionally drained just from the year that we were having. I just felt like I was experiencing a lot of different emotions that I couldn't quite handle. And I also felt like I was experiencing them by myself in this apartment. And I just started thinking about a lot of different things. I started thinking, this is gonna sound like super, I don't know how to say, this is gonna sound super like emo, dark, or whatever, but in reality, I was just sitting in my apartment and I kept thinking, like, why did you choose to stay in Arizona? Which I'm grateful that I did, but I was just thinking, you know, like, why did you choose to stay in a state where you don't have the people that you are closest to in your life and you can't physically see them? Why did you choose to isolate yourself from the people that you care most about, which is obviously my family and my boyfriend and stuff? And I just started thinking, like, what if something were to happen? You know, you're all by yourself. Not even if it were to happen to like my family or whatever the case is. I just kept thinking, like, what if something bad were to have happened to you and you chose to isolate yourself and be here by yourself? And I just came to the realization that I'm glad I had these years to be independent here and to be by myself, but I don't want to be anymore, which made me realize I wanted to move to Portland. I guess rewording that, I didn't necessarily want to move to Portland, but I wanted to move to where my boyfriend was. So wherever that is, I don't care if it's Wisconsin or Tennessee or whatever state that is, I wanted to be near him for many reasons, which I know a lot of you guys will probably be like, why aren't you moving back to Texas? Why aren't you moving with your family? Because I'm so close to my family. One of the reasons is that Brandon and I have been long distance for 3 years. So we have actually never lived near each other ever. When I met him, he was graduated, like he was in his senior year at U of A, which is in Arizona, but it's 2 hours away. I only visited him twice at U of A before he moved to a different state. So we've been long distance for 3 years, and it's been really difficult because there's been so much going on, obviously, in the past year, and just having like emotional stability with someone I feel like is important. And we've done really well with long distance. Like, I am so proud of us. We really haven't had a lot of the struggles that I feel like most long distance couples face. I get questions all the time, like, how do you deal with this? I'm going through this. And I'm like, we don't deal with that struggle. Obviously it's hard to be away from your partner, but we don't, I don't know, it's not something that makes our relationship like, how are we gonna work this out? It's not to that point, but I did realize that I wanted to move to wherever he was. His job is in Portland, Oregon. He does not have, he doesn't work from home or have the capability to just move wherever like I do. So since I am that person in the relationship that can work from home and I can work from wherever, why not move to where he is? So I will be moving to Portland, Oregon, which is so weird to say. I've never pictured myself living in Portland. I'm excited to like experience a different, I guess, chapter in my life. For the past 5 years, I've been here and I haven't had to start over with new people, a new place, a new environment, or anything. So I'm excited to do that, but I'm also very nervous because as I guess maybe extroverted as I might seem online because I'm talking to you guys or I'm just talking to a camera, I am definitely a more introverted person. That's just how I am, and so it is difficult for me to make new friends or open up to people. So that is something that will definitely be difficult, but overall I'm just excited to be by Brandon and be able to just like, I don't know, just like explore Portland. He's only lived there for 2 years now, so I think it'll be interesting for both of us to kind of just like figure out Portland together. We're not going to be there forever, but yeah, I am excited about going, but I'm also very nervous. Also, we will not be living in the same apartment. I'm sure most of you guys are wondering that. I'm not moving in with him. I am going to live in my own apartment. Like I said, I'm a very independent person and my work style is very different than his. Like, I need filming space, I need recording space, I need just a lot of space, and I know he really loves where he is at, and I think that it would be important for us to just have our own spaces. I think that that would be a huge step to move in with someone, and I personally don't want to live with anyone like my significant other until I either am married or engaged or something. That's just how I view it. So I'm going to be getting my own apartment there, which I've already gone to Portland and I've done some apartment touring, some empty apartment tours. I vlogged the entire process for you guys. I feel like this has been like a weird secret that I've been keeping for the past couple months, because I've known this for a while that I was moving. I just wasn't saying until it was the very last minute, because it is difficult for me to come to terms with. I don't want to cry. Oh, stop. You're being weird. Stop. I almost got through this whole thing without crying, but it is weird to be closing a chapter in your life. Even though it's exciting, it's also very nerve-wracking for someone with like anxiety like I have. Most people in long distance relationship, this is something like that they're so excited and ready for, and I am so excited to be near him. That's the whole reason that I am moving. It is just nerve-wracking because there's so many things that make me anxious. I just am like, oh my god, I'm like adulting, and that feels weird. Like leaving Arizona feels like I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel like an adult. Like Arizona is like my college young life. That's how I feel, even though I'm obviously young. But leaving here is like leaving that part of my life here. I'm not very good at that. Like I'm really not. So I am a very, very sentimental person. I have a hard time letting go of like things, places. Like I cannot let go of them. Like even like with my car, like I cried when I got rid of it. I can't get rid of clothing, like things like that. Like places and stuff hold such sentimental value for me, and so it is difficult. And I'm sure most of you guys know, you guys have probably been through this, you know, like when I graduated when I graduated high school and I went to college, I was like crying like so much because I just was leaving that high school part of my life to go somewhere else where I really was just like unsure what was gonna be going on. And I'm doing that again. So that is, you know, it's difficult, but I don't want you guys to think because I'm crying that this is a sad decision. Brandon knows that I'm very excited about coming to be with him. It's just really a big step, I guess. And so it's a little bit stressful in that way. I think that it's exciting again, and I know I'll always like be able to come back here and visit and like see friends and go to Texas and visit my friends there. Like I know that that's something that I'll continue to do, so it's not like I'm moving to Portland and no one's ever gonna see me again. I know myself, I know I'll travel and visit friends and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and I guess basically tell you guys, because it's getting to the point where my move is coming pretty soon. In a couple of weeks, I'm moving at the end of May, so I have one more month in this apartment and then I'll be gone. I'll be out of here, and I'm gonna start like picking out new furniture and stuff like that. I'm not doing too much new stuff. I still have to figure out what apartment I'm gonna live in and stuff, but I am going to be picking out new furniture and things like that. So I'm excited to bring you guys along with like the moving process. We've got lots of moving vlogs and furniture vlogs, things like that, where I'll be doing like interior design, stuff like that. So that will be exciting. I know that's the content that a lot of you guys like. But yeah, I wanted to get this video up and kind of let you guys know that is what's going to be happening. If you guys have some Portland recs of restaurants, nail places, hair places, anything like that, you know, that's like the stuff that really stresses me out about starting over. I am so comfortable here, and I have my nail place and my hair place and my trainer, and like I have to go to a different state and figure all of that out again. So if you guys, you know, live in Portland, let me know some places that you guys like, that are like, you know, good and stuff, and that'll be cool. I appreciate you guys following me, and so many of you have been here for so long. You guys have been with me like since high school, which is crazy, and now you're here with me, and I graduated college, and so many of you guys are like, oh my god, I can't believe you graduated college, and now I am taking you guys with me onto another step in my life, which is really it's really wild, but I'm excited and grateful that I have you guys to share all of this with, and I really just want to start putting out, you know, more moving content for you guys. So I just felt like I had to announce this and get this off of my chest. But you guys will be seeing some empty apartment tours. Me, my mom, and my sister and Brandon, we all went to Portland. Well, he was in Portland, but my mom, me, and my sister, we went to Portland and we toured a bunch of apartments, and I vlogged it all for you guys, and I kind of showed them around Portland. They've never been there ever, so it was important for me to like make sure that they liked it and like they were comfortable and stuff with it. So you guys will be seeing that vlog very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me always, and I'm super excited to share this next part of my life with you guys. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.